This is Brendan from LemCoach. Today we're going to answer a simple but important question. Is Trellus worth it in 2026? Because AI sales coaching tools are everywhere now, and most teams aren't trying to find just another shiny tool. They want something that actually improves call quality, speeds up ramp time, and gives managers real visibility into performance. So let's break this down clearly. Who Trellus will be great for, what it does really well, where teams get frustrated, and when it makes sense to choose something else. Trellus is built primarily for inbound sales teams that rely heavily on calling. Specifically, it works best for teams that have 5 to 100 SDRs, run high volume outbound motions, use platforms like Outreach, Salesloft, or HubSpot, and need real time coaching during live calls. Because Trellus actually embeds directly inside your sales engagement platform, reps don't need to switch tabs or tools to use it. That matters a lot when it comes to adoption. If a coaching tool feels like extra work, reps stop using it. But Trellus lives inside your workflow. Another group it works well for is remote sales teams. Trellus includes a virtual sales floor where managers can monitor live calls, share tips, and collaborate in real time. So instead of losing that call floor energy, teams go remote. It requires it digitally. Where Trellus is not ideal is small founder-led sales teams or highly consultative enterprises who don't do high volumes of calls. It shines in fast-paced outbound environments. Let's look at two things Trellus does really well. The first would be real-time AI coaching, and this is one of its biggest strengths. It provides live guidance while the rep is actually speaking to a prospect. For example, Simon would be the managing partner. His growth is slowed and client expectations are rising. He needs better delivery, consistency, and fast onboarding. This is a good example because if a rep struggles with objection handling, the system gives subtle suggestions during the conversation, acting like an AI mentor. It can even flag issues like missed next steps or unclear timelines in real time. That's powerful because coaching happens in a moment, not days later during the call. And that dramatically speeds up skill development. The second area that Trellus scores really well is analytics. It analyzes the conversations to identify trends in performance. Your managers can see anything from conversation drivers, objection trends, behavioral patterns, and skill gaps across teams. It also automates post-call Q&A on 100% of the calls, which removes manual review workload. This makes coaching data more driven instead of purely subjective. All right, if we have to identify some frustrations, look, no tool is perfect. And there are two common friction points that teams mention when they work with Trellus. There's a setup and customization effort. While Trellus allows custom scenarios and coaching rules, it requires manual setup to align with your sales processes. Teams would often need to configure coaching criteria, define scorecards, and even build talk tracks. That initial setup takes time, and if leadership doesn't invest in it, the tool can feel generic. Also, there's platform dependency and limits. Trellus works best only if you already have supported sales engagement platforms like Salesloft, Outreach, or HubSpot. If your team uses different workflows, the adoption becomes harder. There are also some functional limits like capped parallel dialing lines and reliance on existing systems. So it's not a standalone solution, it's a workflow enhancer. Right, let's look at the pricing and value at a high level. Trellus generally flows a tiered pricing model based on individual users versus teams. Entry plans target individual reps, while business plans involve custom pricing with advanced analytics and coaching features. From a value perspective, the return on investment really comes from faster rep ramp time, higher call quality, reduced manual Q&A work, and improved conversion rates. Organizations often see improved data attachment and shorter onboarding timelines when using real-time coaching tools like this. So the value equation is strongest for teams doing large volumes of calls. So the verdict. Is Trellus worth it in 2026? It's absolutely worth it for the right type of team. It really is best suited for high volume outbound teams that want live coaching embedded directly into their workflow. Its biggest strengths really are real time guidance, deep analytics, and workflow integration. The main drawbacks include setup effort, dependence on specific sales platforms, and limited standalone flexibility. For context, this is how we do this in LemCoach, which is the tool we use ourselves. LemCoach tends to be a stronger fit for teams that need structured coaching systems rather than just in-call assistance. It focuses heavily on built-in practice cadence, scenario personalization that's tied to your ICP, and coaching loops that connect directly to your skills development. Instead of simply analyzing live calls, it emphasizes repeatable skill building systems. So the decision often comes down to this. If your priority is real time call assistance and analytics, then Trellus is excellent. But if your priority is structured practice systems and long term skill development, LemCoach might be the better choice. Trellus is not just another sales tool, it's a real time AI co pilot that's designed to make every call smarter, faster, and more coachable. But like any coaching platform, its effectiveness depends on how intentionally you use it. If you want to see this approach in full, LemCoach is linked below.